Crossing the Douluo continent, Tang Sanfei, who had just awakened his martial soul, wanted to duel with me. Poor Tang San, he couldn't beat me. He was so angry that he broke down in his heart. He cried and made a fuss, so pitiful my martial soul is the river of time. When fishing in the river of time, I will catch items from other times. Coincidentally caught a yin-yang fish to compensate Tang San, but after Tang San ate it, she turned into a blue-haired girl. Tang San. Xiao Yeshuan, you villain. Big bad guy. Xiao Yeshuan. Third mistress, why are you so stubborn when you take away so many good things from me? Tang San. Let me touch a fish. Xiao Yeshuan. Fine for catching fish. Tang San. Help me, Tang Hao's father. Tang Hao. Don't be afraid, mistress. Your father and I are titled Douluo. Xiao Yeshuan. Will the title Douluo smash Voludo? Keywords of the novel. Douluo. Tang Sancheng, blue-haired girl, laid on me without pop-ups, Douluo. Tang Sancheng, blue-haired girl, laid on my complete TXT collection download, Douluo. Tang Sancheng, blue-haired girl, laid on my latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. The long river of martial soul years, how should Tang San deal with it? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1. The long river of martial soul years, how should Tang San deal with it? Chapter 1. How should Tang San deal with the long river of martial soul years? It's a martial soul weapon, a wolf-tooth stick. How small is it, like a cucumber? But it can also be used as a weapon. It should be barely enough. Douluo continent, Holy Soul Village, within the awakened martial soul hall. Blind Douluo Su Yuntao has just awakened his martial soul to a little sister. Uncle, can my martial soul become a soul master? The 6-year-old girl showed a longing expression. Because in this Douluo continent, everything is inferior, only the soul master is high. Not yet, come here, I'll test your soul power. Without soul power, little sister, you can't become a soul master. Let's go aside first. Su Yuntao said helplessly. Helping several children awaken their martial souls in a row, all of them were agricultural tools and blue-silver grass. The lack of soul power in martial souls made Su Yuntao feel extremely disappointed. Hey! What kind of martial soul is this? It's actually a gray-white river. Good. So big. Su Yuntao looked at Xiao Yeshuan, who was handsome and graceful in front of him, with his eyebrows raised and his big eyes wide open. This river is not very large, but it also encompasses the entire Holy Soul Village Martial Soul Hall. The gray river flows under everyone's feet. Many people feel an illusion that time has slowed down. Uncle, help me test my soul power quickly. After awakening his martial soul, Xiao Yeshuan immediately knew what his martial soul was. Surprisingly, it is a river of time. This Douluo continent may not know what the river of time is. But as a traveler, Xiao Yeshuan, after reading countless novels, couldn't help feeling so excited in his heart. The river of time is long, it is the great power that governs time. With the river of time, smashing Voludo is just the most basic gameplay. Okay. Finally, you didn't let me come for nothing. At the moment Su Yuntao saw Xiao Yeshuan's martial soul, he had already confirmed that Xiao Yeshuan had soul power fluctuations. That ability to make oneself feel time slowing down, such a martial soul is likely to be a very powerful martial soul. Su Yuntao was so excited in his heart that it felt like 3 little dances were dancing. Bang bang. Pup pup pup. With a slight tremble in his hands, he quickly tested Xiao Yeshuan's soul power. At this moment, in the crowd, a child who was only 5 or 6 years old looked at Xiao Yeshuan with a complex expression on his face. His skin is a healthy wheat color, and his short black hair looks sharp. Although the clothes are simple, they are still clean. This person is the supervillain of the original work, Tang San. However, with the addition of Xiao Yishuan, Tang San's childhood was not as fortunate in this world. Tang San and Xiao Yishuan were children who grew up together since childhood, and there was inevitably some fighting and commotion between them. But as a time traveler, a person of 2 generations, and a unique skill of the Tang sect, Tang San never defeated Xiao Yishuan once. Seeing that Xiao Yishuan may have soul power and is likely to become a soul master, Tang San really doesn't want Xiao Yishuan to keep pressing on his head. However, something still happened that made Tang San feel uneasy. I want Xiao Yishuan to find the way to death. Su Yuntao's face showed the expression of drinking his wife's own soybean milk, and he said excitedly. Soul power level 3. Great. Finally found a soul master with soul power. Is soul power only level 3? Xiao Yishuan muttered. Level 3 is already very good in this small village. Look at others, they don't have soul power. As long as you are willing to work hard and endure hardship, in the future, you will be a great soul master. Su Yuntao patted Xiao Yishuan's shoulder with relief and said. Innate soul power is indeed important, but the quality of martial soul is also important. Xiao Yishuan knew that his time was long, and he could definitely step on the Haotian hammer and punch the angel martial soul with his feet. Uncle. It's time to test my martial soul with me. Tang San, who was stronger than Xiao Yishuan in his lifetime, jumped out. He also wanted to awaken his martial soul and have soul power. Su Yuntao was in a good mood and didn't get angry with Tang San, a little chick. Start testing Tang San's martial soul. Then, in Tang San's expectant gaze, it was just a blue-silver grass. Blue-silver grass, which appeared on a little sister before, is definitely a useless martial soul among the waste. Su Yuntao said helplessly, another useless martial soul. It seems that in this small village, having a child with soul power is already a lot of luck. Alright, children, you can leave now. Uncle, but you haven't tested my soul power yet. Tang San looked at Su Yuntao as he was about to put away the blue crystal ball and quickly reminded him. Su Yuntao said without looking back. No need to try. I haven't seen anyone with soul power like blue-silver grass, a useless martial soul. Let me give it a try, uncle, Tang San insisted. Su Yuntao was stunned for a moment before turning around and meeting Tang San's calm and somewhat determined gaze. I thought to myself, this child seems to be a bit different. Okay. Trying soul power won't waste too much time. As he spoke, he handed the blue crystal ball to Tang San. Xiao Yishuan also knew about the next thing. Sure enough, Tang San measured his innate full soul power. Let Su Yuntao love and hate. The innate full soul power is indeed powerful, but is this martial soul just the most useless blue-silver grass? Anyway, Su Yuntao is not optimistic about Tang San. However, Tang San proudly raised his head towards Xiao Yishuan, showing his innate full soul power, which was much higher than Xiao Yishuan's third-level soul power. This gave Tang San a sense of superiority over Xiao Yishuan. Not only that, Tang San clenched her left hand tightly, feeling that there was still a force in her left hand. It seems to be also a martial soul. She glanced at it and saw that it was a hammer. Tang San remained silent. Tang Sec Xiantian Treasure Record Outline, Article 1. Never let someone who cannot be fully trusted know how much your true strength is. Xiao Xian, Mistress. You two are truly the pride of our holy soul village. Grandpa Jack approached the two with a smile on his aunt's face. Looking at Xiao Yishuan and Tang San, it's like seeing the hope of the school. By the way, the Lord of the Martial Soul Hall wants to discuss something with me. You should go back first. Old Jack excitedly left. Soul Master is the biggest resource in the world. As long as a Soul Master appears in their village, they will become prosperous in the future. Then, Tang San and Xiao Yishuan left. However, the two did not go home directly. Tang San looked at Xiao Yeshuan with a provocative expression on his face. Seduced Xiao Yeshuan into the small forest. Third, you look like you still want to be beaten, don't you? Xiao Yeshuan directly pointed out Tang San's ideas. Humph, Xiao Xian, I haven't won against you before, it's different now. Let me try my blue silver grass with you. If you lose, don't cry. Tang San rubbed his hands and looked like he was about to go up. Tang San, you're really despicable. I'm at level 3, and you're at level 10 with innate soul power. Are you willing to challenge me? Xiao Yeshuan sneered. Are you afraid or not? Tang San chuckled endlessly, mocking. I'm not afraid of you, just compete. However, you're so annoying. If you lose, you have to kneel down for me. End of this chapter. Chapter 2. Kun'er fell off. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. Kun'er fell off. Lost. Kneel down. Tang San furrowed his eyebrows. As the saying goes, kneeling down to the heavens and to the ground to kneel down to his parents is a way to make the other person kneel without proper discipline. Moreover, he still wanted Tang San to kneel down. Tang San's heart was filled with gloom. Xiao Yeshuan had no good intentions and wanted to insult her pure Tang San. In Tang San's heart, Xiao Yeshuan already had a way to take death. I actually want her to kneel down, Tang San. Seeking death. However, Tang San doesn't think he will lose. He is naturally full of soul power, and this soul power, like her Xiantian Gong, can be controlled. With great power, Tang San felt that even a Titan ape could slap him so hard that he didn't even know his mother. So Tang San's mouth curled up and said. Okay. But if you lose, you also have to kneel down to me. You're really not at a disadvantage, come on. Xiao Yeshuan also wanted to see what his martial soul was like, so let's take this little rascal and try the water. Time flies, and it's not like we can't beat a small blue silver grass. When Xiao Yeshuan had just agreed to a duel with Tang San suddenly made a sprint and quickly approached Xiao Yeshuan. Hee. Tang San, are you launching a surprise attack? Is this what you call a fair duel? Xiao Yeshuan sneered. In front of Xiao Yeshuan, Tang San's speed actually slowed down. Or rather, it was Xiao Yeshuan's movements that became faster. I dodged Tang San's surprise attack to the extreme. At this time, Xiao Yeshuan did not use the martial soul because it was an inherent ability of Xiao Yeshuan. It is with this ability that before Xiao Yeshuan, Tang San could be beaten to pieces every time. Rubbing on the ground causes heat. However, after Tang San awakened his martial soul this time, his strength improved greatly. Xiao Yeshuan was ambushed and did not release his martial soul. He still had Tang San's small knife in his sleeve cut off a strand of his hair. This Tang San is really cunning, he used a knife again. Xiao Xian, war never tires of deceit. As long as you can win, you don't have to worry about the means. Tang San suddenly taught Xiao Yeshuan again. Okay. I'm not afraid of you. Xiao Yeshuan escaped Tang San's surprise attack and then released his martial soul. A gray-white river appeared at the feet of the two people, replacing the grassland and trees here. Tang San looked around, and when she was at the martial soul hall in Holy Soul Village, she had also seen this martial soul. Indeed, Xiao Yeshuan's innate soul power is not very good, but this martial soul shocked those who saw it. Firstly, it's big. I've never seen such a big martial soul before. Perhaps only some true martial souls can match such martial souls. The ability to slow down has become even stronger. Xiao Yeshuan looked at Tang San, who was moving like a snail, and confirmed his own ability. Sure enough, I had this ability before, it was a power in my bloodline. The awakening of the martial soul is a true awakening. However, in the long river of time, there are no accessory soul rings or any powerful soul skills. Hey! Do you have a talent for soul skills? Xiao Yeshuan was also proficient in his martial soul. While exploring the power of his martial soul, he discovered the long river of time that can be used for fishing. However, I don't have a fishing rod for myself. When fishing, it seems that I also need to use soul power or something with soul power to do so. Dare to share, be divine, go, die. Xiao Yeshuan's slowing power cannot be stopped directly in time, so when Xiao Yeshuan was thinking, Tang San also rushed over. The knife in hand stabbed Tang San. Xiao Yeshuan could see clearly that Tang San's speed was also too slow. Then he kicked Tang San's arm, and the knife in Tang San's hand flew up. Tang San was surprised. In her perspective, Xiao Yeshuan's speed was extremely fast, catching up with her ghostly figure. Tang San was injured, quickly retreated, caught the falling knife, and his eyes became somewhat solemn. I had a fight with Xiao Yeshuan before and felt that he was very fast and responsive. Now he has also upgraded. It reminded Tang San of something bad. Xiao Yeshuan, come on, aren't you very good at shouting? Come and defeat me. Xiao Yeshuan can easily defeat Tang San without fishing for the river of time. Xiao Yeshuan is still very happy about the abuse of Tang San. After hearing Xiao Yeshuan's provocation, Tang San gritted his teeth tightly and rushed towards him again. She placed the knife in her hand behind her, intending to launch a surprise attack on Xiao Yeshuan. Xiao Yeshuan has a time lag in the field, so he plans to pretend to be forced. Tang San came over, no matter how fast he was, he didn't dodge. Tang San first punched Xiao Yeshuan in the stomach. Xiao Yeshuan turned around a little and then dodged. Tang San tried to hit his knee again, but was easily dodged by Xiao Yeshuan. This is extremely insulting. Tang San's mood became irritable. Grasp the knife tightly in your hand. I calculated in my heart that when the ghost and shadow quickly approached Xiao Yeshuan, I would take out the knife from behind and put it on Xiao Yeshuan's neck, and I would easily win. As he spoke, Tang Sanfei pounced over. Sure enough, Xiao Yeshuan still had a calm expression, with no sign of danger approaching. Tang San showed a successful smile at the corner of his mouth, with ghosts and shadows disappearing and his body becoming illusory. He wanted to quickly approach Xiao Yeshuan. However, this time Xiao Yeshuan didn't stand there foolishly. He punched Tang San in the chest and flew him away. Tang San had a despicable expression in his eyes. When did Xiao Yeshuan also start a surprise attack? Didn't you stand still and let yourself fight? Next, something that made Tang San even more overwhelmed and unacceptable came. Because Tang San hid his knife behind his butt. Xiao Yeshuan's strength was also very strong, and he punched Tang San away. Tang San's hand did not come back in time. He sat down on his wrist. And the knife in hand happened to be upright. As Tang Sanyi's painful cry sounded like a pig slaughtering. A little elephant flew out of Tang San's body. Xiao Yeshuan did not expect such a result. It can only be said that Tang San suffered it on his own. In a small duel, who would let Tang San use a knife? It was also hidden behind. However, Xiao Yeshuan suddenly realized something was wrong, and the river of time began to flow slightly. Xiao Yeshuan's eyes were still fixed on Tang San's little elephant. At the spot where the elephant fell, a small black shadow appeared, and then a black and white object jumped out of it. It's a fish. Xiao Yeshuan immediately understood what he had caught. So, Xiao Yeshuan quickly rushed over and caught the yin-yang fish that was about to fall again. This can also be attributed to the ability to delay time. After catching the fish, Xiao Yeshuan's eyes flickered, and his soul power seemed to be unable to hold on. The grayish-white color disappeared into the small forest, leaving only Tang San rolling underground and Xiao Yeshuan holding a palm-sized black and white fish. Tang San is at least a person of 2 generations, and this pain can be endured. Then he stood up and glared angrily at Xiao Yishuan. Xiao Yishuan, you actually harmed. What's in your hand? It seems like it's in the Xiantian treasure record. Tang San suddenly saw the fish in Xiao Yishuan's hand and was shocked, forgetting even the pain of losing the elephant. There is still a lot of greed in my eyes. Good thing. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. Yin-Yang Reversal Dao Fruit Fish Eats and Becomes a Woman. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3. Yin-Yang Reversal Dao Fruit Fish Eats and Becomes a Woman. Chapter 3. Yin-Yang Reversal Dao Fruit Fish Eats and Becomes Woman. This fish just emerged from the river of my martial soul, it ate your little brother. Xiao Yishuan answered Tang San truthfully. Tang San's expression was complex. Her little brother was still thinking that his Tangmen technique might be able to sew it on him. How can I use this after it's eaten? Tang San also recognized this fish, which was an extremely rare treasure in the previous Xiantian treasure record. The specific usage is rarely recorded, and even the Xiantian treasure record only contains a few sentences. Wash tendons and forge marrow, transform and transform. Even rebirth from nirvana, understanding the path of life and death. A treasure beyond life and death. Tang San wanted it, so he quickly began to calculate in his heart. I can't just forget about losing my little brother. Soon, Tang San quickly snatched the fish from Xiao Yishuan's hand. Xiao Yishuan didn't know what was going on. After catching this fish, his soul power was almost gone, and the sluggish power also disappeared. Perhaps this is the aftermath of fishing for a long time. Perhaps it's also because my current soul power level is too low. Unable to support such a powerful martial soul operation. Only then did Tang San snatch the yin-yang fish from his hand. Humph, Xiao Yishuan, you actually caused me to lose my little brother. I even ate this fish, it's mine. I'm going to the river and cut it open. Then, Tang Sancheng was afraid that Xiao Yishuan would steal from her, so he quickly grabbed the fish and ran away. Xiao Yishuan's mouth curved with a wicked smile, and the information about the fish he caught also appeared in his head in the end. This is a yin-yang reversal fruit fish. After consumption, although there are many benefits, it has an entry that interests Xiao Yishuan. The reversal of yin and yang means that men and women can be exchanged. After Tang eats it, he will become a little sister. Ha ha ha. I really hope, what was the situation when Tang San became a little sister? For a long time, Tang San came out of the small forest with a gloomy expression on his face. Why? Why doesn't it have any effect? Isn't it a yin-yang fish? How did you eat it? Apart from the pain on your body, nothing happened. This yin-yang fish was eaten directly by Tang San after removing its internal organs. I thought it would bring about a revolutionary change for Tang San. I was very disappointed in the end. When Tang San came out, Xiao Yishuan was also observing Tang San. Tang San's pants were cut into open crotch pants, but Tang San didn't notice, and then Xiao Yishuan glanced at them. Nice, ah. Tang San had already become a little girl, but he hadn't realized it yet. Looking at Tang San's changes again, his face became somewhat round and chubby. My butt is also a bit crooked. That small waist is really thin. Xiao Yishuan couldn't help but run to Tang San's side and slapped him on the buttocks. Hee hee. It's really bouncy. Ah. You. Why are you hitting me? Tang San was inexplicably spanked and was very angry. She, who was already very unhappy, widened her big eyes. Xiao Yishuan placed his hand on Tang San's fragrant shoulder again and said. San, don't be sad, isn't it just that you don't have a little brother? Actually, being a beast is also good. You. Get out of here. I will definitely not spare you. Tang San, a person of 2 generations, could certainly hear what Xiao Yishuan was saying. However, Tang San still didn't know that he had become a woman. She had become a eunuch, and even if she was pure and pure for a lifetime, she wouldn't do that kind of thing. Drink. Our battle is not over yet, Xiao Xian, see if I don't hit you until you kneel down and shout, Grandpa. Tang San remembered something again, and then suddenly made a move, grabbing Xiao Yishuan's arm. She is also very confident now. Although eating yin-yang fish has no good use, Tang San's soul power and physical strength have been restored by half. This can be considered taking medicine. I'm sure I can rub Xiao Yishuan against the ground. Xiao Yishuan is usually extremely fast, like a loach, giving Tang San powerful strength that cannot harm Xiao Yishuan. Now that he had caught Xiao Yishuan, Tang San's mouth curled up. Wait for yourself to rub against the ground. However, at this moment, Tang San was a bit puzzled. She grabbed Xiao Yishuan's hand. How could it become so white and tender? And the arms, also white like a little girl, are of course very thin. Tang San chose not to pay attention to these details directly. What she cared more about was how to defeat Xiao Yishuan. Capturing Xiao Yishuan is equivalent to Xiao Yishuan losing. Ha ha ha. Xiao Xian, I caught you. Look where you're going this time. Tang San said, pushing Xiao Yishuan's shoulder to push him to the ground. With Tang San's strength, he could easily push Xiao Yishuan down. But soon, her forehead hit Xiao Yishuan's chest directly. Tang San's head suddenly clouded. Why did her strength decrease? Tang San likes to launch surprise attacks wherever he goes. Although Xiao Yishuan no longer has the power to slow down, Tang San has become a woman and no muscles. Xiao Yishuan saw that Tang San was still making trouble without reason, so he casually pushed him to the ground. Then, Xiao Yishuan rode onto Tang San's back. Xiao Yishuan, get off me. Hurry up and get off me. Tang San was controlled and shouted angrily. Are you still fighting? Are you still sneaking in? Who should call whose grandfather? Every time Xiao Yishuan said something, he would pat Tang San's buttocks. That feel, not to mention how wonderful it is. Tang San felt endless shame. Tang San confirmed that she lost this time. But Tang San didn't want to admit it. If he lost, he would kneel down. Judging from Xiao Yishuan's appearance, he also wanted her to call Tang San grandpa. Isn't Tang Hao going to call Xiao Yishuan his father? Tang Sankai is not willing to do so. Then, Xiao Yishuan slapped Tang San several times on his buttocks. No matter how stubborn Tang San is, he can't hold on anymore. Previously, Tang San had not been beaten by Xiao Yishuan, if he was not satisfied with Xiao Yishuan. This Xiao Yishuan will really beat her like this until the day. Grandpa. Grandpa Xian. I admit defeat. I admit defeat, don't fight anymore, woo-woo. Tang San quickly begged for mercy. After listening, Xiao Yishuan was much more satisfied. After slapping Tang San's buttocks fiercely again, Xiao Yishuan finally got up from Tang San's body. If this had happened earlier, I wouldn't have suffered so much. By the way, mistress, you should give me a kowtow. Xiao Yishuan smiled and wanted to look at Tang San. Tang San gritted his teeth in anger and really wanted to slap Xiao Yishuan to death. But I was indeed stunned by Xiao Yishuan just now, and I felt that if I resisted again, it would be asking for trouble on my own. Moreover, in Tang San's heart, Xiao Yishuan had already taken the path to death. In the future, he must completely remove Xiao Yishuan. Now that he has suffered some injustice, what's going on? What is this after Xiao Yishuan's death? No one knows what happened today, right? Then, Tang San knelt down to the ground with a thud. Raise your butt high. Unfortunately, Xiao Yishuan is in front of Tang San, otherwise there would be wonderful scenery to watch. Tang San quickly kowtowed his head before bouncing off the ground. I don't want to suffer any losses at all. Tang San looked at Xiao Yishuan with a gloomy expression on his face, feeling extremely aggrieved in his heart. I really lost a lot today. Not only did I kneel down to call Grandpa to Xiao Yishuan, but her little treasure was also gone. Who is wronged by her? End of this chapter. Chapter 4. Give me Kang. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. Give me Kang. Chapter 4. Obedience. Give me Kang. Third mistress, why didn't you bleed when you were so badly injured there? Xiao Yishuan couldn't help but love and cherish Tang San, who had become a girl, when he saw Tang San wearing open-crotch pants. Although Xiao Yishuan does not have the power to slow down, his speed is also very fast. After crouching down in an instant, he also broke open the shell to search for priceless pearls. Tang San furrowed his eyebrows and didn't pay much attention. After all, she thought she was a man, so what happened when she was seen? She is not a child, she is a person of 2 generations. It's already very mature. What's wrong with being seen by Xiao Yishuan, this little brat? Moreover, now Xiao Yishuan wants to see it, and Tang San doesn't either. She has already fed the fish. However, soon Tang San felt something was wrong, it hurt, and his body seemed to have been electrocuted. A mysterious feeling spread throughout the body from the middle and returned to the original place. However, what is that inexplicable sense of shame? Let Tang San jump straight to the spot and quickly get away from Xiao Yishuan. He quickly covered it and looked at Xiao Yishuan with a shy and angry expression. What are you? What are you doing? I lost to you, and I also knelt down to admit my mistake. What else do you want to do? Relying on the strong to bully the weak. Tang San really knows how to morally kidnap. Xiao Yishuan didn't take Tang San's words to heart and savored the feeling just now. I have eaten tender tofu. Then, Xiao Yishuan just shook his hand and said. San, your injuries heal so quickly. Your martial soul is truly a blue-silver grass with innate soul power. Remember the ability of the grass type, most of which have the ability to heal. San, your martial soul is not simple. It's just a pity that you haven't been completely cured. Xiao Yishuan let out a sigh. It seems that Tang San is also feeling regretful for losing his little brother. After hearing this, Tang San's heart was sore. If possible, who would want to lose such a lovely little brother? Tang San has been a person for 2 generations, it seems that she can't use it once. Tang San didn't want to think about those sad things anymore. Suddenly, Tang San realized something and stared at Xiao Yishuan, saying. The yin-yang fish you caught before was caught from your gray-white river. Hurry up and release your martial soul, let me be healthy. Tang San spoke with some excitement. The yin-yang fish that Tang San had eaten, although it did not give Tang San any powerful power. However, it is impossible for one's own blue-silver grass martial soul to heal their injuries. It was definitely cured after eating yin-yang fish. That also indicates that the yin-yang fish is useful, perhaps because the fish is not old enough, so eating it does not have much effect. Since the yin-yang fish are useful, it also indicates that the things caught in Xiao Yishuan's river are useful. I caught a yin-yang fish this time, will I catch a better fish next? Tang San looked forward to it. It was obtained from my martial soul, but why should I show you my martial soul? The things caught inside will also be mine in the future. You must not have any ideas about them, Xiao Yishuan refused. Tang San's eyes turned cold. Xiao Yishuan was really selfish. He had the ability to get good things, but he didn't even share them. Violating the heavenly way, taking the way of death. What kind of ghost is that fierce look in your eyes? Are you still trying to grab it, mistress? Oh, by the way, mistress, can you beat me? Hee, Xiao Yishuan sneered. Tang San gritted his teeth, and indeed, she couldn't beat Xiao Yishuan. Xiao Yishuan's martial soul is too evil. However, Tang San still has confidence in defeating Xiao Yishuan. Then wait until you obtain the soul ring. Tang San is naturally full of soul power and can directly obtain the first soul ring, while Xiao Yishuan's innate third-level soul power requires at least 2 to 3 years of cultivation before reaching level 10. After Tang San wants to obtain soul rings and soul skills, he challenges Xiao Yishuan, who lacks soul rings and soul power. Isn't that enough to crush Xiao Yishuan to death and cause friction? So Tang San smiled in his heart, then lifted his head and said, "Humph. You're just amazing at this moment. Wait for me to knock, wait for me to defeat you, let you obediently hand over the treasure in your hand. Release your martial soul for me to catch fish obediently." Speaking, Tang San turned around gracefully and was about to leave. "Wait." Suddenly, Xiao Yishuan stopped Tang San. Tang San turned his head in confusion, with a big question mark on his big head. "What's going on? Do you want me to release my martial soul?" "Yes, but you have to promise me to do something," Xiao Yishuan said in a deliberative tone. Tang San's eyes lit up, then his eyeballs rolled and he said, "I can promise you, but the thing I caught in your martial soul will belong to me later." "Okay." Xiao Yishuan laughed. "Tell me quickly, what are you doing?" "I'll catch a big fish later." Tang San couldn't wait. "Well, I want to take another look." "No, it's research, your wound," Xiao Yishuan said seriously. Not a single color was reflected. Tang Sanhu looked at Xiao Yishuan with suspicion and then became slightly angry. Her little treasure left because of Xiao Yishuan. Surprisingly, such a request was made in front of her. Too despicable, isn't Xiao Yishuan showing off his combat achievements? However, Tang San felt that he had just become a eunuch. Look at it as you want. Anyway, there are not many pieces of meat missing from the body. She is mature in her heart and knows how to make choices. And it's just a look. Then, Tang San put on an impatient look and sat down on the ground. With his legs crossed and his body tilted back for an instant, he said, "Hurry up." Xiao Yishuan was ecstatic in his heart, and he wanted to take advantage of Tang San before he realized he had become a woman. Then Xiao Yishuan started playing openly and openly. Tang San's eyebrows are twisted into fried dough twists. Why does it feel strange? Is everything okay? After a while, Tang San had an impulse to go to the bathroom and quickly urged Xiao Yishuan to hurry up. "All right." Xiao Yishuan was also very satisfied. The only regret is that Tang San is not yet mature. "Then quickly release your martial soul and give me Kang." Tang San stood up, looking forward to saying. Xiao Yishuan scratched his head and said, "Let's go to the small river." "What are you doing by the river?" Tang San became vigilant and stared at Xiao Yishuan, afraid that he would turn back and run away. "My martial soul is a river. It would be better to release it by the river. Let's go. We had a fight just now and were sweating profusely, so we can also take a shower in the river." After explaining, Xiao Yishuan placed his hand on Tang San's shoulder and walked intimately with Tang San towards the small river in the small forest. After physical contact between Xiao Yishuan and Tang San, a comfortable feeling came over. Tang San's body is now very soft and gentle. Let Xiao Yishuan have the impulse to hold Tang San in his arms and vigorously knead him. "Give me some support." Monthly pass, collection, recommended ticket. Comment. Give a reward. Shared group. End of this chapter. Chapter 5. Taking a shower and catching fish together. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. Taking a shower and catching fish together. It's not about releasing martial souls here, you. Why are you undressing? Xiao Yishuan brought Tang San to the small river. Looking at the clear and bottomless river, Xiao Yeshuan immediately took off his clothes and jumped in. Tang San didn't have the leisure mood to take a bath. Hurry up and release your martial soul. I want to catch fish. Xiao San, don't worry, some fish don't like people with strong flavors. Let's wash them first and then go catch them properly, Xiao Yeshuan said blindly. Humph. You think I'm a 3-year-old child? Tang San didn't believe it. Staring at Xiao Yeshuan. But Xiao Yeshuan suddenly stood up and poured a lot of water onto Tang San. Tang San suddenly turned into a drowned chicken. Ha ha ha. Third mistress, come down and wash yourself. The bloody smell on your body is very strong. After defeating Tang Sanyi, Xiao Yeshuan swam into the small river. If Tang San wants to take action against Xiao Yeshuan, he must enter the water. Tang San was very angry, but when he looked at the wet patch on his body, he could only lift his head and take off his clothes. As for below, Tang San still finds it difficult to face the fact that he has become a eunuch. So Tang San never went to see it, otherwise he would have already put on his clothes by this time. I won't take it off in front of Xiao Yeshuan, and I'll have to go into the water and take a shower with Xiao Yeshuan. After waiting for himself to enter the water, Tang San looked at his arms and skin. Very white, very tender. Suddenly, Tang San remembered the yin-yang fish he had eaten before. The effect of yin-yang fish is to make the body better. It is likely that the impurities in the body have been removed, resulting in a pure body. This gave Tang San unexpected joy. Trying to use Xiantian Gong has actually been much more enjoyable than before. Sure enough, the elimination of impurities in her body made her muscles and veins much thicker. This will be of great help to Tang San's future upgrades. Tang San was smug and got a treasure, then his eyes were very greedy as he looked at Xiao Yeshuan, hoping to obtain more good things from him. Wow, mistress, how did your skin become so tender? You do household chores every day, how do you take care of it? It's even more tender than mine. Xiao Yeshuan approached Tang San again, grabbed his arm, and stroked his smooth, milk-like skin. Being touched and praised by Xiao Yeshuan like this, Tang San suddenly felt a sense of superiority drenching his head. With her mouth curled up, she couldn't say that it was the benefit of eating the fish caught in Xiao Yeshuan's martial soul. Otherwise, when she catches something good again, Xiao Yeshuan won't give it to her. I'm going to grab it for her. Tang San doesn't have the strength to compete with Xiao Yeshuan now. Hey! It's a bit impolite to touch here. Tang San quickly took away the hand that Xiao Yeshuan had placed in front of her. How does it feel strange? Xiao Yeshuan's hand was still not honest. After moving away from the top, he touched the bottom again. Tang San is getting annoyed. Then quickly take a shower. I finally climbed to the shore and said to Xiao Yeshuan. We arrived at the riverbank and took a shower. Now we can release our martial soul. This has taken advantage of Tang San so much, it feels a bit unreasonable not to release his martial soul. The time for me to release my martial soul is a bit short, and I can't catch anything. Don't blame me. Xiao Yeshuan said, releasing his own martial soul. Not bad, this martial soul directly occupied the original river. Because, within the river of time, one cannot enter. Xiao Yeshuan was like a silly water god named Fufu, coming out of the water and standing on the surface of the water. But now, beneath my feet is a gray-white river. Tang San's eyes lit up, wanting to see everything in this river clearly. At this moment, Tang San realized something, catching fish without bait or fishing tools. How to catch fish. Previously, it was Tang San's little Kun'er who caught a fish, but now Tang San wants to take it out, but it's gone. How should I go fishing? Tang San glared at Xiao Yeshuan, who didn't let him remind her of these things. Now go find the bait and fishing tools again, come back, Xiao Yeshuan's soul power will be depleted. Today was really disappointing. I did so many reluctant things with Xiao Yishuan, but in the end, I didn't get anything. But Tang San is still unwilling. Since Xiao Yishuan's martial soul has been released, let's take a closer look here. However, as Tang San looked at it, there was nothing to see except for the elusive flowing gray-white water. Tang San felt very disappointed. Pop. Did you catch any delicious fish, mistress? Suddenly, Tang San's buttocks tightened and he was slapped hard. Before Tang San could get angry, Xiao Yishuan hugged her shoulder and asked if she had caught anything. Upon hearing this, Tang San became angry and threw the incident of being spanked just now behind his head, his mouth slightly bulging and saying, "No bait, no fishing rod, drop a hammer. Today doesn't count, I'll come fishing tomorrow when I'm ready." Xiao Yishuan expressed that he was afraid that Xia Tangsan wouldn't come tomorrow, so he nodded and agreed. Immediately after, Tang San and Xiao Yishuan followed the road back. "You two used to be here, but it's easy for me to find them." Xiao Yishuan and Tang San just came out of the small forest when Grandpa Jack ran over panting. "Grandpa Jack, do you have anything to do with us?" Tang San asked politely. "You guys, that's a good thing. Come with me, mistress, I'll take you to see your dad." Speaking, Jack grabbed Tang San's hand. He also grabbed Xiao Yishuan's hand and said, "Xiao Xian, come along too. Let's talk about everything together later." Xiao Yishuan just followed Jack towards Tang San's house. He also roughly knew what Jack was going to do at Tang San's house at this time. It's good news to tell Tang Hao that Tang San has awakened his martial soul and soul power, and can also work as a part-time student in the city for free. Let Tang Hao agree to let Tang San go to Notting City to study as a soul master in 3 months. Tang San's home is located on the west side of Xinghun village, at the head of the village. 3 adobe houses can be said to be the most rudimentary in the entire village. On the central roof, there is a wooden plaque with a diameter of about 1 meter, on which a simple hammer is painted. The most widespread representative meaning of a hammer in this world refers to a blacksmith. That's right, Tang San's father Tang Hao was a blacksmith, the only blacksmith in the village. Xiao Yishuan, Tang San, and Jack came over. Looking at that dilapidated room, everyone has different feelings. However, Tang San and Jack both smiled. Because Xiao Yishuan and Tang San will definitely become great soul masters in the future. Soul masters are very respected and can also receive a large amount of resources from the Martial Soul Hall every month. Just a little bit to help the village, it can make this Holy Soul village look brand new. Old Jack is about to laugh off his big teeth, incredibly clear and refreshed. Like the sea waves breaking through next door. End of this chapter. Chapter 6. Breaking and blaming Tang Hao as a big waste. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6. Breaking and blaming Tang Hao as a big waste in the morning. It was Tang Hao's usual sleeping time, and the blacksmith shop was quiet. Tang Hao, Tang Hao. Old Jack doesn't care if Tang Hao is sleeping or not, he really hates this messy blacksmith. If it weren't for the low price of the agricultural tools he forged, he would have wanted to kick Tang Hao out of the village by stepping on the accelerator. "Who is shouting and screaming?" Tang Hao's slightly angry voice rang out, and the curtain of the inner door was lifted, and he slowly walked out. He first saw his own son and then shifted his gaze to Jack. "Old Jack, do you want to have a kidney?" Jack said angrily, "Today is the day when your son's martial soul awakens. Don't you know how important it is? Everyone else's family is accompanied by their parents, but when you're good, you're still the same. You know to sleep soundly all day, to sleep soundly, to smash and kill your cat." Tang Hao seemed to have missed Jack's sarcasm and looked at his son again. "Third, your martial soul has awakened. What is it?" Tang San first tightened his legs, not wanting his father to know that he had lost his little brother. Then he said, "Dad, it's blue silver grass." "Blue silver grass. For some reason, when Tang Hao, who had always been uninterested in anything, heard these 3 words, his body suddenly trembled and a special light appeared in his eyes. Only Tang San noticed the change in Tang Hao's expression, and old Jack naturally didn't care about the expression of a messy blacksmith. He directly said, "Although it is blue-silver grass, the third person meows with innate soul power that is once in a century. Tang Hao, I have decided that I want him to study at the Junior Soul Master Academy in Notting City. The cost of transportation was covered in the village. My family's Xiaoxian will also go together, and Xiaoshuan's martial soul also has soul power. Together, they will take care of each other." Blue-silver grass, blue-silver grass. Tang Hao murmured a few words, then suddenly lifted his head, his eyes showing a resolute light that Tang San had never seen before, and said in a deep voice, "No way. What are you meowing? I didn't hear you wrong, did I?" Jack dug out his ear and looked at Tang Hao in surprise. "You should know how precious this opportunity is. It's a good opportunity. Maybe the third person can become a master in the future." Tang Hao gave Jack a cold glance. "What's the use of being a human being? I only know that if he leaves, no one will cook for me. Blue-silver grass, what do you think blue-silver grass's martial soul can be cultivated into? It's just a useless martial soul. Super useless martial soul." Old Jack angrily said, "Meow Tang Hao. But he is born with full soul power. As long as he can obtain a soul ring, even the worst quality soul ring can immediately become a soul master." "Shit. Soul master, soul master. Do you know? We haven't had a soul master in our village for many years. Now both Xiaosan and Xiaoxian have the opportunity to become soul masters. Do you think our village will have much more scenery in the future?" Old Jack suddenly fell into a fantasy that their village would become a human village in the future. Tang Hao said calmly, "That's your true goal. If you say it's not possible, it's not possible. You can leave now." Tang Hao. Meow. "I'm so angry." Old Jack's anger had already burned to the limit, and he had never seen such a useless person who didn't consider his child's future. Tang Hao still looked lazy and glanced at old Jack, saying, "Don't be so loud, I'm not deaf yet. I said, you can go now." "Humph. You useless Tang Hao, you deserve to be a blacksmith here for the rest of your life." "Bah." Old Jack cursed. Angry to death. Tang San felt very uncomfortable when he saw old Jack scolding his father, but what made Tang San even more uncomfortable was his father's attitude. "Are you just not taking yourself to heart?" Tang San was somewhat skeptical that he had been picked up by Tang Hao. It is to wait for Tang San to grow up and provide retirement for Tang Hao. Xiao Yeshuan beside him has been watching the play all along, and Jack scolds Tang Hao with a straight face, as if it's different from the original work, but it's really interesting. Pointing at Douluo's nose and cursing, only old Jack was left. What surprised Xiao Yeshuan even more was that Tang San didn't persuade old Jack. Isn't she very concerned about her father? No one could help but insult her father. It seems that after Tang San's younger brother was cut off and he became a girl, his way of thinking and perspective on things have also changed. Now Tang San must be resentful of his father. Why don't he care about his future and let Tang San stay and become a blacksmith for the rest of his life? Humph. Angry. Tang Hao, your meowing life is over. But the mistress is still young. If you don't find a way out for her, I must find it. Old Jack became angrier and angrier as he thought about it, so he decided not to take care of Tang Hao. He then said to Tang San, "Xiao San, you must not learn from your useless dad. There are still 3 months left until the registration time for this year's Notting Soul Master Junior College. I will ask you to register together. I will go back with Xiao Xian first. You are not young anymore, and you should think for yourself." Old Jack earnestly patted Tang San's shoulder and said. Tang San nodded and continued, Grandpa Jack, I will consider it. Old Jack looked at Tang Hao, who was in despair, and sighed before taking Xiao Yishuan back. Third, when you come back, hurry up and prepare lunch for me. I'll take a nap. Tang Hao saw that annoying old Jack had left and could finally sleep. After giving Tang San a command, Tang Hao stumbled into the room. Tang Hao has a lot of alcohol smell on his body, and you can tell at a glance how much he has drunk. Tang Sanping looked at these calmly, feeling extremely disappointed with Tang Hao in his heart. I don't care about her Tang San's future, and even Tang San is too lazy to take a second look. Tang San felt that if it weren't for Tang San cooking for Tang Hao wouldn't have spoken to Tang San. I know how to drink every day, Tang San has taken it. I have never seen such a useless father before. Tang San has traveled through time and has memories of his past life, as well as the unique skills of the Tang clan. How could he possibly shrink here and become a blacksmith for a lifetime? She wants to become a powerful soul master, establish her own Tang men, and promote the hidden weapons of Tang men in this world. This is what Tang sect disciples should do. What can I do here? Tang Hao leaving her here is destroying Tang San's future and the way to death. Tang San also felt grand in his heart. If Tang Hao treated her better, could Tang San not be bullied by Xiao Yishuan every day? Now it's good. Tang San's little brother got into a fight with Xiao Yishuan and accidentally fed the fish, so he didn't dare to tell Tang Hao. Then Tang San crawled into the room, cooked and made a damn meal. Let's go drink the northwest wind together. At this moment, Tang San's heart was extremely aggrieved, and he really wanted to cry a lot. End of this chapter. Chapter 7 Tang San. Did I become a girl? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7 Tang San. Did I become a girl? Chapter 7. Tang San. Did I become a girl? Tang San understood that she couldn't be a broken blacksmith in this dilapidated village. She wanted to be a soul master, strive, and become stronger. Moreover, Xiao Yishuan is bound to become a soul master in Nodding City. Tang San knew that precious things could fall into Xiao Yishuan's martial soul, and he also believed that Xiao Yishuan could become a powerful soul master. So, Tang San, who is so strong throughout his life and still wants to trample on Xiao Yishuan, how could he let it go? When Xiao Yishuan becomes a soul master and Tang San is still forging iron, wouldn't he just be bullied by Xiao Yishuan for a lifetime? After Tang San determined his goal, his heart also felt a lot of comfort. As for her useless father, Tang San didn't think too much. Just waste, after all, you are your only relative. When I become a soul master and have money, I will build a bigger blacksmith shop for Tang Hao. Make him iron every day, if he doesn't have enough iron, don't let him drink. With this thought in mind, Tang San started making lunch. My family is poor and there isn't really anything delicious to eat. Tang San was doing it when she suddenly caught her leg and wanted to go to the bathroom. This really scared Tang San. Tang San now feels like he has become a eunuch. Is it difficult to control the switch below? If you shush here, there will be a special taste when eating, right? So Tang San quickly covered it and ran towards the bathroom in a strange posture, holding his legs together. Tang San originally didn't want to face the wounds below. She felt very sorry for herself, not only had to silently bear these, but also couldn't beat the culprit Xiao Yishuan. But now she thinks she has become a eunuch, and after using the restroom, she can't just shake like a boy. So Tang San still looked over. I plan to wash it with cold water and then change into pants. Then Tang San froze. What did she see? This wound. Where is this a wound? Although Tang San has not personally witnessed the place where he was born. But in his past life, he studied hidden weapons and also learned about human muscles and meridians in the Tang clan. I have read it in a book. Know what the thing that nurtures oneself looks like. Tang San didn't become a eunuch, but a little sister. Thinking of this, Tang San's head was in chaos, not knowing why he had become such a duck. She just accidentally dropped the little baby and fed it to the fish, and then what happened? Tang San began to recall what had happened before and didn't want to give up any details. Finally, Tang San placed the clue on the body of the yin-yang fish he had eaten. At that time, Tang San no longer felt the pain in the wound below, and it was also at that time that Tang San did not look any further down. There are few records of yin-yang fish in their past lives, and even during the Tang dynasty, they were just legends. Is the so called yin and yang a conversion of yin and yang? So, Tang Sankai was transformed into a woman. Tang San couldn't accept it and became a woman. I fought with Xiao Yishuan because I became a woman and my strength decreased, so I didn't defeat Xiao Yishuan. At that time, Tang San had already caught Xiao Yishuan and could defeat him with just a little force. Surprisingly, he lost because he had become a woman and his strength was even weaker. At that time, Tang San lost more than just one battle, forced to kneel down and become a grandson. Tang San was so angry when he thought about it. It was clear that he could come in the opposite direction. The person kneeling down to call grandpa should also be Xiao Yishuan. Damn it, Tang San's most resentful thing at this time is becoming a woman. Too weak, weak to death. She wants muscles, she wants to be like Jojo, using her fists to solve all obstacles in Euler. Damn Xiao Yishuan. Damn it. You're actually eating me. Tang San became more and more angry as he thought about how he snatched the yin and yang fish from Xiao Yishuan's hands. At that time, Tang San didn't pay much attention. Now, thinking about it, she had a fight with Xiao Yishuan and it was difficult for her to directly contact him. Surprisingly, he snatched the yin-yang fish from Xiao Yishuan's hand directly. Just think about it, there's a scam. At that time, Xiao Yishuan knew the purpose of this fish, right? Knowing that she was taking the initiative to give herself was like harming herself. She swore that she would make Xiao Yishuan look good in this life. The most shameful thing is that Tang San even broke his leg and asked Xiao Yishuan, although she has become a girl, her body is also her own, and girls have the dignity and purity of a girl. Okay, it was all destroyed by Xiao Yishuan. What on earth did she think at that time, that she would make Xiao Yishuan do such a thing and even take a shower with Xiao Yishuan? The greatest shame in life. The next day. The sun is shining brightly, day by day at the forefront. Tang San met in the small forest. This is the agreement when we parted yesterday. Because Tang San promised Xiao Yishuan to do many things yesterday, and then Xiao Yishuan released his martial soul. Both of them have no bait or fishing rods. So, we need to make up for it today. Tang San's family is a blacksmith and has also made hidden weapons in his past life. As for the small matter of making a fishing hook, Tang San is as easy as going to the brothel as a top scorer. However, Tang San's gaze at Xiao Yishuan became even more fierce. Here in Tang San, Xiao Yishuan is not only a villain who plans to turn himself into a woman, but also a bastard who broke through her pure body. You need to settle accounts with Xiao Yishuan well. Xiao San, what's wrong with you? Your eyes are so wide, I didn't offend you, did I? Xiao Yishuan saw Tang San about to kill himself early in the morning. Although Tang San looked cute and aggressive after becoming a little sister, he seemed to misunderstand something and still didn't like it. You already know, you still. You're just a rogue. Xiao Yishuan, today, either you die or I live. Tang San couldn't help but feel angry when he saw Xiao Yishuan. Speaking, Tang San waved his fishing rod and attacked Xiao Yishuan. Then, the gray-white energy around Tang San appeared, and the long river of time appeared. Tang San clearly saw how quickly Xiao Yishuan approached him. Immediately took the fishing rod from his own hand. As he waved, the fishing line twisted towards Tang San, tying him in an indecent position. Also, because this fishing line is transparent, no matter how you look at it, it looks like Tang San was going to do something like this himself. You let go of me. Let go of me. Tang San has now become a girl. Of course, he knows what this posture represents. It's completely opposite to her pristine persona. Tang San doesn't want to become a woman anymore, he also wants to be labeled as a laboratory beaker. So, he struggled vigorously and didn't want Xiao Yeshuan to treat him like this. However, the fishing line is also too strong and thin. When the body struggles, it feels like a knife cutting. Tang San's family was poor, with tattered clothes and holes, and many bloodstains appeared on Tang San's body, which looked heartbreaking. End of this chapter. Chapter 8. Tang San, you don't want to don't fishing with me in the future. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8 Tang San, you don't want to fish with me in the future, do you? Third mistress, it was you who suddenly attacked me. I was just on my own guard. I didn't expect that you struggled so hard, looking like the sword saint who was about to be sent to Goblin's lair. Xiao Yeshuan saw Tang San struggling like a mad dog, his body bleeding a lot. This delicate and tender flesh is really a pity. Just let Tang San go. Tang San still grinned, feeling that Xiao Yeshuan was intentional. Xiao San, aren't you going to fish? You don't have any good fishing bait at home, do you? These are a pair of rabbit ears, which are soft bone rabbit ears. If you use these ears to fish, you can definitely catch good fish. Xiao Yeshuan took out a pair of pink rabbit ears and said. Tang Sangang was indeed overwhelmed by hatred, and now he suddenly realizes that he deeply regrets it. Although I am very fond of Xiao Yeshuan, I want to cut him to pieces. But now Tang San has a request for Xiao Yeshuan. In Xiao Yeshuan's martial soul, fishing can be done. The young fish she ate yesterday, although made her feel embarrassed. But being able to turn a man into a woman also indicates that the young fish is indeed a divine treasure. I am really looking forward to catching any good treasures in this river now. I was really impulsive and started fighting Xiao Yeshuan directly. In the end, I still couldn't fight and got injured all over. It's embarrassing to lose someone. Tang Sanping regained his mood and realized that Xiao Yeshuan was a strange person. Not only did he not blame himself for taking action first, but he also gave himself 2 rabbit ears. What is the situation with Tang San's family? Tang Hao gave all his money to buy wine. If he didn't do anything big, his family would be boiling over. Where is their money to eat meat? Old Jack sometimes pities Tang San and brings him a few pieces of meat to eat. This rabbit ear is really luxurious when used as bait for fishing. But Tang San felt that it was worth it. No one could understand how precious the things caught in this river were. The value of the city is not to be praised. Fortunately, Xiao Yeshuan is not discerning and will make her pick up big deals. Then, Tang San took the rabbit ears given by Xiao Yeshuan and hung them on the fishing hook. With a forceful flick, I wanted to throw the fishing hook into the long river of time in Xiao Yeshuan. However, the river is not very wide either. Xiao Yeshuan just hung his fishing rod up and it was fine. Tang Sanfei wants to be handsome at this time. Then Tang San became tragic. Tang San is also fishing for the first time, and he has only seen someone throw a fishing hook like this before. Others can throw the fishing hook far away, in specific places. But Tang San threw the fishing hook to a familiar spot. The fish hook swung onto Tang San's pants. Then he hooked onto Tang San's pants, and Tang San didn't know yet, only feeling a chill below. Then with a flick, Tang San let out an "ah" and quickly grabbed his leg. Children from poor families have really poor clothing quality, and Tang San's pants have become open crotch pants as a result. However, Tang San, who was poor and jingling at home, was already very good with pants. Where could he wear something even more inside? So Tang San changed back to yesterday's appearance. She thinks it's too unlucky, why does it always hurt her pants? Moreover, Tang San looked at the spot where he was hooked, fortunately he was already a woman. The hook just now had a very extreme hooking position. If Tang San were still a man, he wouldn't just fly out of the corner of his pants. But rather a bait that can instantly hook the fish. Upon seeing this, Xiao Yishuan couldn't help but chuckle inwardly. Tang San was so foolish now that he was full of anger. The way I can make myself dizzy with anger looks so cute. Cute, super. But Xiao Yishuan did not show his psychological smile. Instead, Tang San did such a thing in front of him, and he no longer loved Xiao Tang San. That's unacceptable. So, Xiao Yishuan quickly ran to Tang San's face, busy with his hands and feet, to open it and see if Tang San had hurt anything again. Xiao San, you were also too careless. Yesterday, you were injured and it hurt you badly. If this wound is hurt again, it hurts badly. It's said that blowing on the painful area will stop the pain. You can't do it yourself, can you? Let Grandpa help you blow it up. Hee hee. After hearing this, Tang San's face turned red and swollen. If Tang San didn't know anything yesterday, if he were injured again, perhaps he would really ask Xiao Yishuan for help. However, Tang San has already confirmed that he is not a eunuch anymore, but has truly become a little girl. How could Xiao Yishuan possibly go and see it again? So Tang San was extremely resistant, tightly holding his hands and taking several steps back. Xiao Yishuan blushed at Tang San's huge movements and guessed that Tang San had realized she was now a little sister. She's really cute when she's shy. Xiao Yishuan, on the other hand, looked anxious and worried again, reaching out and chasing after Tang San. He also said, "Third mistress, are you injured again? You're in so much pain that you're covering it up so badly. Don't be afraid, mistress. I'll help you heal the wound right away." Xiao Yishuan also looked around. Another advantage of this countryside was that it was overgrown with weeds, but there was also good grass in the weeds. For example, those herbs that can help stop bleeding. Xiao Yishuan grabbed it and rubbed it vigorously in his hand. Although it couldn't completely treat the wound, it could still stop the blood. Tang Sankai wouldn't let Xiao Yishuan drug her. She's a girl, how can she let Xiao Yishuan see her again? Apply medicine, then you also need to touch and rub it. Too rogue. Suddenly, Tang Sankai realized, where did he get hurt? The fishing hook only slightly removed the pants. There's no need to apply medicine at all. So Tang San glared angrily at Xiao Yishuan and shouted. I haven't been hurt much, please don't get close to me, I won't let you touch me again. Xiao Yishuan knows why Tang San said that, but he wants to play someone who doesn't know Tang San's identity as a girl. So, Xiao Yishuan tilted his head and said with a very incomprehensible expression. Third mistress. You said you weren't injured. So why are you holding on so tightly? It's making me worry for nothing. However, as long as you're not injured, you've lost your most important little treasure. If you're injured again, mistress, how pitiful you must be. Xiao Yishuan also sighed for a moment. There was a lot of consciousness in his words, and Tang San frowned as he listened. Does Xiao Yishuan in front of him not know that she has become a woman? Looking at Xiao Yishuan's appearance, Tang San knew that he was a child picked up by old Jack since childhood. Also without a father or mother, how could it be possible to have seen the younger sister of the younger sister? Yesterday, Tang San showed it to Xiao Yishuan, but he didn't recognize it at all, and even treated it as a healed wound. Tang San realized that he was mistaken. Xiao Yishuan is only so old, how did he know that? It's because I'm not pure, treating Xiao Yishuan's kindness as a rogue behavior. Upon reflection, Tang San felt I feel a bit guilty, damn it. Why explain to others when Tang San is doing something? How could Tang San's secret be seen as a scenery? Even ignorant children cannot Tang San once again glared fiercely at Xiao Yishuan and said. I don't need you to be pitiful, I have nothing to do. I'm going fishing now, so don't shout or scare away my fish later. Third mistress, why are you so fierce? I kindly asked you to come fishing, and that's how your attitude is. Oh. By the way, it seems like I'm your grandfather. Third mistress, TSK come and call me grandpa. You don't want to miss out on fishing with me in the future, do you? Tang San couldn't contain his anger when he saw Xiao Yishuan's desire to call him a dog. However, when Tang San heard that Xiao Yishuan didn't allow her to fish, he showed a panicked expression. Here, Tang San is indeed very weak. Xiao Yishuan doesn't let her fish, she really can't fish. Her father is a useless, super useless person who can't help. Tang San will still think that he can only be busy. It's just a useless old guy. Take a look at Xiao Yishuan. Xiao Yishuan's grandfather is the village chief of Holy Soul Village, and he can drive Tang Hao out of the village in just a few minutes. Waste Tang Hao, stay in the village and only drink expensive wine. Tang San cannot give up the opportunity to fish for treasures here at Xiao Yishuan. So in a panic, Tang San really wanted to ask Xiao Yishuan not to get angry and let himself stay to fish. What's going on? San, are you not satisfied? This is my territory, and if you don't listen to me, I can tolerate it. But you can't show your stinky dagger face repeatedly. Forget it this time, talk to me well in the future, otherwise I won't let you fish here. At this moment, Xiao Yishuan reprimanded Tang San like a normal person. Although Tang San was very angry in his heart, Xiao Yishuan let him breathe a sigh of relief just as he said he could continue fishing here. When I get the treasure and can crush Xiao Yishuan on me, Today's shame will definitely make Xiao Yishuan repay it twice. Then, Tang San silently fixed the fishing hook. She stopped messing around and directly placed the hook on top of the river of time. Looking forward to the good fish catching the bait in my heart. However, ripples suddenly formed on the lake's surface. Tang San widened his eyes and looked toward Xiao Yishuan. It was Xiao Yishuan who caught the fish, not Tang San. I really envy you. However, after Xiao Yishuan pulled up the fishing hook, both Xiao Yishuan and Tang San were momentarily stunned. Isn't fishing a fish? But what is it that this box says authentic yuzu laoten pickled Chinese cabbage beef noodles? End of this chapter. Chapter 9, Give Me Work, Tang San. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9, Give Me Work, Tang San. Xiao Yishuan widened his eyes. This box of instant noodles gave him too much information. Pao Mian, that's something that only exists in the world of his Jade Press book. Since I have caught fish from the river of time. This means that the world connected by the long river of time is not just the Douluo continent. If one day he catches a pistol for himself, in this land of Douluo where even cold weapons can kill gods, Xiao Yishuan will not be invincible directly. And Tang San on the side was also extremely surprised, indicating that a ghost had fallen and caught a box. How did the box bite and hook? Tang San is very puzzled. However, Tang San's eyes lit up. Although he didn't know what Xiao Yishuan had caught, anything caught from this river was a good thing for Tang San. After eating, Tang San may be able to return to his original state. So, the position of Xiao Yishuan in the Tang dynasty moved closer. I want to get the treasure in Xiao Yishuan's hand. But Tang San cannot snatch it, he cannot give it directly to Xiao Yishuan. With such a poor attitude before, I don't know if it will be successful. Fortunately, Tang San is an adult, who has the image of being able to hold up and put down. What is the use of dignity in order to obtain treasures that can enhance one's strength? A few good words from Gung Zio Yexuan can make you stronger, why not do it? So Tang San approached Tang San with a smile on his face, congratulating him with a wealthy smile. Brother Xian, your fishing skills are so amazing. Can you make me healthy? What did you fall on? What Tang San did, Xiao Yishuan could see too clearly. Did he really treat himself like a 6-year-old child? Hey! Xiao Yishuan is really a 6-year-old child now. Xiao Yishuan didn't want Tang San to notice too much, and he wasn't a stingy person either. He then opened the instant noodles. It's in barrels inside. Looking outside, it looks like more than 20 barrels can be knocked down inside. Moreover, the space inside is indeed quite large, so it's not a problem to hold 20 barrels. However, there was actually cardboard inside, using only a few yuan and a few cents of cardboard, saving 5 barrels of instant noodles that cost over 20 yuan. When Xiao Yishuan saw this packaging, there was a smell of going home. It's so delicious. In particular, the picture of a beautiful girl barefoot stepping on pickled Chinese cabbage on the old altar is dazzling. However, all the fools knew how pickled Chinese cabbage could be trampled by such a beautiful beauty. If it's okay, just pickled vegetables in a jar that people can step on. How slow is that? They all use machines, the adult era has changed. However, maybe someone really stepped on pickled Chinese cabbage, but it's not a beautiful girl, so it's hard to say. Tang San looked at the instant noodles inside with round eyes. There is a big box outside, and inside there are buckets of bowls. Tang San was curious and took out a bucket, only to find that it was just food. However, I was also shocked by that scene. Pickled Chinese cabbage trampled by people. Tang San lowered his head and looked at his feet, feeling a bit nauseous when he thought about it. How could someone cook like this? It's disgusting, isn't it? However, Tang San remembered again that this was caught by Xiao Yishuan from within the martial soul. The things inside are a bit strange, but they are really useful. Even if you feel nauseous, you can still eat it. San, what's wrong? Do you want to eat? Xiao Yishuan asked knowingly as he looked at Tang San's expression. Brother Xian, this. Although Tang San was very excited, he still had to show some restraint. Xiao Yishuan dragged his chin, with a mischievous smile at the corner of his mouth, and then said. The things inside here, I think, are better than the food cooked in our village restaurant. Look, there's also beef here. It's so big, a barrel feels like it's worth a lot of copper soul coins. Little mistress, I can't give it to you for nothing. After all, this is what I caught. You want to collect money from me, Brother Xian. I've already called you brother, so you can give me a bucket for free. You know, what's going on in my family. Where's the money? Tang San also saw the large piece of beef on the packaging that made people drool. It must be all beef inside this poke. Just thinking about it, it's very exciting. It's been a long time since she ate meat, and she has become thin and dry. San, you don't have any money. You can work for me and exchange things with me. Xiao Yishuan's mouth curled up, trying to trick this little Tang San well. Tang San has become a little sister now. Don't dress yourself up as a maid, love and cherish her well. Tang San frowned, what's the job? Is it serious? But upon reflection, she had already confirmed that Xiao Yishuan had not discovered her identity as a girl, and the purpose was very simple. It's nothing more than helping Xiao Yishuan catch some small insects and running errands. For Tang San, that matter is just a common occurrence. Then Tang San nodded happily and agreed. Xian Gu, I'll do whatever you ask me to do. Speaking, Tang San stretched his head out like the instant noodle box in Xiao Yishuan's arms, and she asked about the fragrance inside. A bowl of instant noodles, let you do a day's work for me. There are 15 barrels inside, let me give you 10 barrels. I have meat at home, so I don't need that much. Xiao Yishuan took out 5 buckets of instant noodles alone and gave the rest to Tang San. Tang San was so happy that she was about to take off. She was secretly laughing at Xiao Yishuan in her heart. Tang San knew that the things caught in Xiao Yishuan's martial soul were very precious and good for her health. The value in a bucket of instant noodles can buy a city, just let Tang San work for a day. Isn't this a big profit? Thank you, Brother Xian. Tang San got the instant noodles and tried to thank Xiao Yishuan. This is just a scene, it can make Xiao Yishuan happy. If Xiao Yishuan is happy, he will always think of Tang San when there is something good in the future. I feel like my martial soul can't hold on for too long. Since I've already caught one, let's not fish anymore. Xiao Yishuan collected his martial soul. Indeed, every time Xiao Yishuan goes fishing in the long river of time, he consumes a lot of soul power. The remaining soul power cannot be used for fishing anymore. Tang San didn't catch anything, although it was regrettable, he got the instant noodles caught by Xiao Yishuan in his hand. There are large pieces of beef and pickled Chinese cabbage trampled by the beautiful girl. It's really good. Then, Tang San couldn't wait to eat the treasure inside. At this moment, she didn't dare to open it, afraid that if she didn't consume it in time, it would make the baby inside soak noodles and lose too much of its medicinal effect. So Tang San quickly said to Xiao Yishuan next to him. Brother Xian, I'm going home now. See you tomorrow. Speaking, holding on to instant noodles, I'm about to run. However, before taking 2 steps, she was grabbed by Xiao Yishuan's clothes. Make a tearing sound. I have to say, the quality of Tang San's clothes is really not good. Tang San is now thinking about instant noodles. He doesn't care about these things, so he tilted his head and said in confusion. Brother Xian. What's up? What do you think? If you take my things, you're going to work for me. If you haven't worked yet, you're going home. Ah. Brother Xian, I was too excited and forgot about this. Brother Xian, what do you want me to do? Just say it. I will definitely keep it from Brother Xian. Tang San patted his chest and said. I took a shower yesterday, but I didn't rub my back. I felt itchy at night. Let's take a shower in the small river while the sun is shining. You can rub my back, duck. Xiao Yishuan had already planned ahead and then said. Upon hearing this, Tang San raised his eyebrows and took a shower. She's a little sister who takes a shower with Xiao Yishuan and even rubs his back. Think about it. How could it be? She is a pure Tang San. Do such a thing without losing the dead. Never do it, never do it. Third, why are you so motherly like a woman? You said you would do any work for me, just let me rub your back. What's the point? You're not tired. Xiao Yishuan suddenly said with some dissatisfaction. This sentence also reminded Tang San that although he had become a woman, he could not expose this matter. Who knows what Xiao Yishuan would do to himself if he knew she had become a woman. The more he rebelled, the more he would make Xiao Yishuan suspicious. Moreover, this is indeed Tang San's job. If he doesn't do his first job well, the instant noodles in Tang San's arms will be taken away by Xiao Yishuan. Not a single one will be left for Tang San. Tang San no longer hesitated, put the instant noodles away, and then smiled and said. Brother Xian, taking a bath, I'm the best at it. Give me some support. Monthly pass, collection, recommended ticket. Comment. Give a reward. Shared group. End of this chapter. Chapter 10. Tang San, make it bigger for me. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10 Tang San, make it bigger for me. Xiao Yishuan and Tang San arrived at the familiar little river again. The river flows with a splash, like a beautiful song. If we could make Xia Tangsan shout, it would definitely make the music here more melodious. Xiao Yishuan immediately took off his clothes and generously revealed the little treasure he was proud of. He lifted his head in front of Tang San. Tang San has now become a little girl. When he saw this scene, he couldn't help but turn his head and his face turned red. This is not her inner thoughts, blushing and turning her head, it is an instinctive reaction of her body. Tang San's heart was very disdainful, just a 6-year-old kid. Although Tang San looked down upon Xiao Yishuan, he didn't dare to take off his clothes again after entering the river. I just put on my clothes and went in. And Xiao Yishuan looked at Tang San, frowned, and said with an expression that treated Tang San as a little boy. San, you're wearing clothes. What kind of shower are you taking? Don't you feel sticky? Take it off quickly, take it off, take it off. No. Brother Xian, I'm not here to take a shower. I'm a worker for Brother Xian and I want to give him a bath. Why should I take a bath like Brother Xian who is taller than me? Tang San quickly explained. A smile on the face is like a flower. This is a set for adults, but for children, it must be something they can't see through. But the children didn't eat this trick either, they just grabbed Tang San's arm and said. What's up, mistress? I treat you like a brother, big or small, big or small. I want you to take a shower together here, so you can take a shower here. Hurry up, don't fuss like a little girl. Xiao Yishuan's words clearly became a bit impatient. Tang San bit his lip, how could he possibly take it off? Yesterday, she didn't know the situation, so she was naked. Today, she knows she's a little sister and she's not wearing anything underneath. Isn't this being bullied? She didn't want it, so Tang San quickly pulled back his arm, but Xiao Yishuan held it tightly and had great strength, so Tang San couldn't succeed. Then he could only smile bitterly and say. Xian, I washed it yesterday and it hurts to rub on my body. It feels uncomfortable to take it off. But there's a strong smell on your clothes, mistress, which will make me uncomfortable, Xiao Yishuan said with a slightly heavy tone. Humph. This little Tang San must give himself a good bath today no matter what. Tang Sanyi became mute when she sniffed her clothes crazily and said, No. Brother Xian, my clothes were just washed yesterday, don't they smell? Tang San still wants to struggle. San, what are the conditions at your home? You've been used to those smells for a long time and can't smell them. Hurry up and take them off. Since you're working for me, you have to follow my requirements. Otherwise, I'll take back the 10 barrels of instant noodles I gave you and won't leave any for you. Xiao Yishuan threatened. Sure enough, those instant noodles were the lifeblood of Tang San. When he mentioned taking those instant noodles, Tang San also thought that Xiao Yishuan might not cooperate with her in the future. What she may lose this time is instant noodles, but in the future, she will lose even more. Xiao Yishuan will definitely not give her anything more. How else can Tang San develop? Her martial soul is just a blue-silver grass. If she wants to become strong, she doesn't know how many treasures it will cost and how many times she will work harder than others. Then, Tang San decisively took off his clothes. This was in the river, and the two of them stood in the water, with their stomachs all under. Tang San didn't have to worry about being seen naked underneath. As for the above, do you have anything to see? Tang San himself despised him, and he was ordinary. Is that right? Third, please rub it from the back for me first. Xiao Yishuan looked at Tang San with satisfaction and then ordered. Tang San extended his delicate and tender hand and scratched Xiao Yishuan's back. The soft touch, like a cat's meat pad, made Xiao Yishuan feel comfortable all over, as if lying on warm clouds. Tang San, a child from a poor family, still knows how to take a bath. Slowly rubbing against the back of Xiao Yishuan. San, you have so little strength. Hurry up and rub it for me. When you run out of strength, rub it. Xiao Yishuan only felt something moving behind him. Can this be considered a bath? In Xiao Yishuan's eyes, only the powerful and miraculous way of taking a bath by the master in the northeast great bathhouse can give such a bath a soul-like quality. Tang San pursed his mouth, feeling that his strength was weak. Later on, he would use his maximum strength and cry for his mother in pain. Tang San wouldn't stop either. So Tang San gritted his teeth and began to exert his strength to nurse. When Tang San only rubbed Xiao Yishuan's back with her plump and tender hands, without using the prickly bath towel, how to rub Xiao Yishuan's back, Xiao Yishuan couldn't feel any pain. On the contrary, Tang San used so much force, as if massaging Xiao Yishuan. Xiao Yishuan was very happy and liked it. It has been a while since Tang San switched to the front for rubbing. How did your strength decrease? San, if it doesn't work, just say it directly, hee. Xiao Yishuan felt that Tang San's massage power behind him had decreased, and he began to mock. This motivational method is very practical. After hearing this, Tang San was furious. Is her strength really that small? I am becoming increasingly dissatisfied. So Tang San once again risked his life to rub Xiao Yishuan's back. Fantasizing, Xiao Yishuan shouted for help in pain. Helplessly, there's no such simplicity. Tang San was so tired that he lay on Xiao Yishuan's back and hadn't heard him scream a word. This has dealt a great blow to Tang San's heart. Feeling the delicate softness behind him, Xiao Yishuan was indescribable. Tang San is small and tender. Third mistress, I think the back is almost done. Let's rub it in front of me. Xiao Yishuan prepared his next plan. Tang San was exhausted enough, and after about 10 seconds of silence, he got up from Xiao Yishuan's back. Coming to the front. Tang San's eyes were a bit dazed, feeling like he was too useless. Tang San extended his hand and placed it on Xiao Yishuan's shoulder, gently rubbing it. It looks like a moving machine. Xiao Yishuan doesn't like taking a bath without any emotional connection. So, Xiao Yishuan lifted his leg. Kicked very accurately, and the toe just hit the wound left by Tang San yesterday. This is not good. Tang San was awakened and came back to his senses. Feeling a strange movement, Tang San let out a ah and quickly took a few steps back. My face turned red and dizzy, and my hands were flustered as I splashed water. This foolish Tang San, because his movements are a bit fast, is still in the water and cannot be seen below. Then with a loud cry, Tang San tripped and lay down. Water instantly poured into Tang San's ears, mouth, and nostrils. Tang San. Gulu 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 gulu, end of this chapter.